Hello everyone, I'm Mohsen from Microsoft Zero to Hero. I'm so happy to be here with another session, exciting session with Ryan. And before to start the Ryan session, let me share a short presentation. Uh, yes, we have today Ryan with Microsoft Zero to Hero about the Azure Container Apps in action. I'm very happy to Ryan to hear and for a great session. And also, I like the in action session because there are many things to learn about the Azure Container in the hands-on experience. It's very interesting session, and actually. Let me share some information about the Microsoft Learn community. As you know, Microsoft Learn community is the big community for learning about the Microsoft technology, Azure technology. There are a lot of chance to ask your question, technical question from experts, other experts. The set of the collection of the data or about the Azure. Microsoft 365, Microsoft new AI technology, you can join from aka.ms Microsoft Learn community and enjoy the learn content. And actually, as you know, we are in Microsoft Build. Microsoft will start from today, and the presentation, the interesting topic is starting here. Actually, you can register for Microsoft Build Challenge, Cloud Challenge, and to take exam free voucher for Microsoft Build. Don't miss this one. And the end of my slide is about our code of conduct to be aware of other, be friendly and passionate, be welcoming and respectful, be open all question and viewpoint, be understanding of difference, and the final, the be kind and consider to other in the chat, in the voice or the comments. And let me add the Ryan to a stage. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, hello
How are
everyone.
you?
Doing good. Yeah, a little bit excited for the demo. I hope I will
Yeah,
not experience any demo hell or problems when doing demo.
nice. That's great. The topic is very interesting. I know, Azure Container. And actually, the one topic is the inaction. I think the inaction session is very useful for all guys to learn more things in action and see the environment and the space of the Azure, how to set up the Azure Container, how to work. It's very interesting. And yeah, you can start and just comment note. All guys can ask their question end of the session. We will share with Ryan to answer your question. Yeah, let's start.
Okay, so let me just share my screen. Okay, okay. So I think we can start now.
Yes,
Okay, so
go ahead.
okay, so hello everyone again. So my topic is Azure Container Apps in action. So and I hope I can give some helpful information through the demo that I will be doing. Oh, let me just. So again, I am Ryan Niño Dizon. I am originally from the Philippines, and I am currently living and working here in Germany. And yeah, I've been in software development field for almost 20 years now. Uh, yeah, so if you want to add me to your professional network on LinkedIn, you can just send me a connection request. If you are also, I'm very active doing some speaking engagement or participating to different speaking engagements. So you can check my Sessionize page. And if you want to see more of the content that I will upload or deploy in the future, you can subscribe to my channel. And sometimes I write some articles, but I'm not really active writing now. Yeah, I also have this GitHub profile or GitHub account. You can subscribe. You can follow me there also. Okay, so what can you expect from this session? So of course, for a standard presentation, I will set a common understanding about this Azure Container Apps. Even though I know most of you are familiar with Azure Container Apps, but I have this 9 to 10 slides that will be I will make that short. I will just discuss what, why, and how, and after that, I will directly go with my demo. So I will spend more time with my demo, and these are the items that I will be doing um, during my demo. We will create container apps in Azure Portal, and we will try. After that, we will try to update the container app via Azure CLI. We will create a simple MVC project, I think. Oh, yeah, MVC project, and we will deploy that. We will update the container app, and we will after that the next demo that I will do, I will create another container app with another project. Let's say I will create a .NET Web API, and we will deploy that also. And after that, we will try to update the second container app using GitHub Action. I hope I will not encounter any errors, but I did a lot of testings before this session, so yeah. And I will also show you how to manage different revisions of your container apps. And yeah, ACD or Azure Developer CLI is very common now. I will try to introduce this to you as well. And if we have more time, we will do the question and answer, and I hope I can answer all of your questions. Okay, so Azure Container Apps, as I have mentioned, you can you can get all the informations about Azure Container Apps. But what I can say is more developers now are very common working with containers, and as well as the different teams, they are leveraging microservices architecture to make it more agile setup when developing some software. So, but of course, if you talk about microservices or containerizations, you will think of a Kubernetes. And the good thing here is Azure Container Apps is just an abstraction of Kubernetes. So if your team are not, or if your team is not ready for some complex configurations of Kubernetes, you will probably love container apps. And if you don't need to work with different complex configurations, you can also you will probably consider using container apps as well. And yeah, so container apps still uses Kubernetes, like what I have mentioned. Container apps is just an abstraction of Kubernetes, so the underlying what you call this a layer of that Kubernetes is still there. And yeah, so since Azure Container Apps has still Azure Container Apps still depends on Kubernetes, so it has more limitations. Like what I've said, if you plan to if you plan to communicate directly with different kinds of APIs of Kubernetes, that is not possible. And some of the maybe some of the resiliency topic you will probably that will also be some concerns. Yeah. Yeah, ACA has two plans. The first one is a consumption plan. So of course, this is um, a very good features of serverless. So it's since this is a serverless, so you will only pay for if you choose this consumption plan, you will only pay for if your service is running, and if not, you will. you will not be charged for anything. Yeah, so Azure Container Apps is just a serverless version of Kubernetes. Let's put that way. I may say, or you may disagree with me, but yeah, that's how I see it. Yeah, we have another plan, which is the dedicated plan. You can also have consumption plans inside this dedicated plan, but well, the main purpose of these dedicated plans, let's say, if your application requires a more specific or more advanced features or more advanced requirements, like if you need some specific hardwares for your application, you can choose to you can choose this dedicated plan. And I have this meme which I just got from the internet, with which I which I find it funny. So it's like a joke of the month. So yeah, I just added that. So what can you build with Azure Container Apps? So microservices is the number one topic when working with Azure Container Apps. So you can communicate different microservices via HTTP or HTTPS or gRPC, and this can be scaled by but this can be scaled independently and can be yeah, the auto scale criteria is depending on the individual what do you call this yeah, individual triggers. You can also work with messaging messaging queues for microservices. You can also scale your container apps based on that queues. And of course, you can have this endpoint project, web API projects and web apps uh, projects as well, where in API endpoints you can have these revisions, different multiple revisions in one and in one container apps, and these two can be determined or can be scaled based on the concurrent HTTP requests, both this web apps and API endpoints. And of course, you can also work with event processing, where the criteria for this one is the number of messages in the queue. So maybe you can work with um, um, event bus or service bus. You can also work with RabbitMQ, and that could be scaled based on yeah the messages like what I have mentioned. And you can also, of course, work with background processing. You can also work with traditional background processing, where let's say you have this data that you need to transform in a database, and that the auto scale criteria for that one is the memory usage and yeah memory load. You can also work with that. And for the high level what do you call this structure or architecture of container apps is something like this. It's a little bit uh, if you are a beginner, you will get confused, or maybe this is a little bit complicated on your side, but I will try to break all the boxes by pieces. So but basically um, container apps lives in one container application environment. So they all your container apps will share the same virtual network, and you can also configure different observability and log analytics to all of your container apps. And inside this environment, you will have this container app, which serves as your microservices. So you can have multiple container apps that can communicate with each other since they are sharing virtual networks. And inside container apps, you will have your revisions. You can have multiple revisions, like what I have mentioned. It supports the deployment approach, A/B deployment approach. So let's say, for example, you have you have two revisions. The revision one is the old version of your application, and the revision two is your new or updated application. And you can split the traffic between those two. Let's say, for example, since the revision two is not yet ready for some what you call this, for some full live version, you can put maybe 20% traffic for this revision two, and 80% for revision one. I will try to show you that later, how you can do that. Um, I I will show you how we can do that, or how you can do that in your real project. And inside your revision, you will have replica. Typically, you will only have one replica, but you still have an options to have multiple replicas inside your revision. And this will depend on the needs of your container app. If it's really, if the demands is really high, so probably you will have multiple replicas inside your revision. And finally, inside replica, you will have your containers, which is your actual application. So typically you will only have one container, but you can you can also have another containers inside this replica. You can have multiple containers, and one typical scenario for this one is if you have a sidecar container, you can add that there. And the main example, or main what you call this, main example for that one is if you add a uh, Dapper container inside your replica. So that's the simplest structure of Azure Container Apps environment. So enough for the slide presentation. So let's try to create our first container apps. Let's go to my subscription account. So let's try to start creating this Azure Hero test one. Let me just pick this because that's where I live. Okay. Okay, so let's find the Azure container apps. Sorry. Let me just click the create first. Container app. Okay. This one. Create. Okay, so as you have seen here, I did a lot of testings. So, but let me choose the new resource group. And let me rename this as CA Azure Hero +01. Okay. Since I have already created different environments, or container apps or environments, I can have I already have an options to choose that. But for the sake of this demo, we will create our own environment for this container apps. So as you can see here, the default one is the workload profile, which also supports consumption. So consumption plan, but yeah, but for simplicity's sake, I will choose this consumption only plan. So let me just name this Azure Hero, Azure Hero test 01 CAE. Okay, that's all. Next, okay, container. So since this the default template, it will only use the what do you call this, an empty HTML page. We will see that. But if you want to try this on your side, you also have an option to, if you have if you have a ready-made project locally, you can choose that by just by just checking this quick start image. But I will not do that now. And bindings, you can have, or you can add different bindings here, like Redis and Postgres, if am I correct? Yeah, Postgres and different service here, or different add-ons here. If you need, you can just, if you need that, you can just add it here. But I will not do that now. And nothing special here. So let's just create, let's try to create this now. I think this will, it will take 2 to 3 minutes. Let's just wait a little bit. Okay. Okay. Well, while we are waiting for that one, let's start creating the local project. Okay, there, Azure Hero. Okay, Azure Hero. Okay, let's create .NET new MVC. Um, simple app. Simple app. Okay, let's just create that. Good. So let's check the created Azure, the first Azure app that we have created, or that I have created. So you can check it here, or you can check the page here, like what I have mentioned. It will just use the default template, which is this one. Great. So let's just let's just update that now with this simple project which I have created. Simple app. It's just a simple web MVC project. Let's just try to run this so that we can check what it looks like. Run. Okay. Why is it okay? Okay, so it's a basic MVC app. So let's try to deploy this now. Let's try to update this boring template. Okay, so you can update that by, actually I have script for that one, so let me just copy it. Okay, so I will not type. Oh, okay. The name is CA, if I'm not mistaken, CA Azure Hero. Hero resource group is Azure Hero also. And yeah, so you can find this command on the internet, but basically we are just triggering this AZ command container app, and this app is means it will deploy, and we are selecting this CA Azure Hero name for our container apps, and the resource group is this one. It's self-explanatory. Let's try to run this now. Sorry, I forgot the source. Sorry. So source, we will containerize everything inside this folder. Okay, let me just make this a little bigger. Oh, okay, I think this will take 5 minutes, I think. So much better if we, yeah, let's move on to some of the topics that I want to share. So yeah, I want to share different menus here. Um, this overview, this is also, you can also check different metrics here. You can, well, this is a newly created containers, but you will have a graph here. And revisions and replicas, this means you can have like what I have mentioned, you can have different revisions for your Azure Container Apps, and I will show you that later. Yeah, so you can have, let's say, 10 revisions with different versions of your application. Scaling, this is where you or scale, this is where you can set your replicas, your how your scale rules settings. You can do that here. Yeah, nothing special. So what is worth to mention? Authentication. So you can integrate different IDP or identity provider, such as, yeah, Microsoft, which is the common one, Microsoft, Facebook, Google, and Twitter. You can just add it here. You have an options to work with that as well. Secrets, yeah, if you need secrets for some of your connection strings or some of your Azure services, you can also add it here. You can define some of your secrets here. Ingress, so this is where you can limit the what they call the access of your containers. You can make your container apps public, private or public. So typically inside your Azure Container Apps, you will only have, let's say, for example, that you will only have one front end application which can accept any traffic. So, but the rest of the backend API will be limited to just inside container app environment. You can just uh, click this. Deployment is also supported. And you can also use this page if you want to. For your custom domains also, if you have custom domains, you can just add it here. uh, for Dapper, if you are familiar with Dapper, so this is a good tool for microservices where you can communicate via different components such as PubSub, Redis, state management, yeah, service identification. You can work with, or you can use this Dapper. You can check that. You can research about that Dapper or DAPR. Yeah, identity, manage identity. You can also enable that. So let's say if you don't want to, you have an option to just you have an option to just work with managed identity instead of having different connection strings. So you can have this managed identity to communicate between your uh, Azure Container Apps and different services like database or your storage. You can just use managed identity for that one. You don't need to work with different um, work with connection strings. Service connector, so you can, which is still in preview. I believe you can connect your container to different databases and different, I'm not sure. Yeah, so different components as well. You can add it here. You can take advantages of this page. I didn't try this yet, but it's really useful, I can say. Resiliency. So this is also important. So I think the old version of container apps has problems with resiliency. If let's say, for example, your contain or your one of your services is not app or is not what you call active, you have to. I'm not sure about this statement, but I think you have to manually make that active again. But in this resiliency, you can just check different solution here, which can recover different failures, or which can handle different failures of your services or container apps. This is also a good um addition. Yeah, and the rest is yeah, it's pretty similar to what you are getting or to what you have in different Azure services. Let's try to check the deployment now. Why it's still not done? Okay, let's just wait. Hmm, I'm not sure why it's is it really slow, but um okay. While we are waiting for this one again, let me start start creating some GitHub repository which I will be using later on. So let me just use this Azure hero hero test. Okay. Okay. Okay, so it's updating. Okay. So let's go to this container apps. Okay, so this needs to um, let's try to refresh this. Oh, okay. Okay. Uh, uh, I created a new container app. Sorry. Um, I supposed to I plan to update the uh, first container app, but I miss I misspelled, I think, or I just forgot my plan. But yeah, I have managed to deploy the new container app or new application to a new container app. And okay, I just maybe forgot. So that's how simple to deploy your web API or web or your project to container apps. Yeah, that's straightforward, but let's try to deploy this now via GitHub action. So let's say, since I have created this repository, let me just make this quick. So let's just initialize this, and let's um, do this. Let's copy this. And let's just update something to make sure that the deployment is the deployment works. Let's just open the view. I trust myself, of course. And let's just add my name here from GitHub Action. Okay. So let's let let's push that now. Add okay, then commit. Commit and git push. Let's just copy this. Okay, and let's just refresh this. Okay, all the files are here. So um, let's try to deploy this now. Okay, so if you want to trigger this, if you want to trigger some GitHub action to deploy this application, so you just need to change this source from repo and copy the repository URL and put it here, and that's it. Okay, and I have to input this AA8. Oh, 008 FE. Am I correct? Okay. I authorize this application, and yeah, this will provision everything, and it will create a GitHub action, and GitHub action will take all the um, all the work for us or for me to deploy the application or the web API. Hmm, is that image? Okay. Um, okay, so this will take time. I am not sure what is happening, but yeah, I'm getting this error. But what will happen there is since I already have the tested resource group, so I don't want to debug what happened here, what happened there. So what will happen is this. So the GitHub action will be triggered. Let me just open my some one of my repository. Sorry for this one. And it will just create this workflows for me, and it will deploy the web API to Azure portal. And and that's it. So I will share some URL where I recorded myself doing that. But since it's already 8:41, uh, I don't have any time to debug that. But yeah, so let's just proceed for my last demo, which is the replica or revision. So like what I have said, in each app container app, you can have multiple revisions. And let's just read this. Oh, I don't open. It's still starting. Okay. As you can see here, by default, this revision mode is set to single. But what I did here before is I just checked that to make it multiple. That's why I have an options to add different traffic here. And you you can wait, you can start this revision by just restart this. Me, let me just try to restart this again. There's a delay. Okay. Let me just close this for now. Hmm. Okay, so as you can see here, in one container app, I have just ignore this. I'm not sure why is it not updating. It should be running. But yeah, so as you can see here, in one container app, I have two revisions with two different versions of MVC application. One with my name, and one is the other. One is the welcome text without my name. And yeah, what else can I say? Yeah, like what I've said, you can split the traffic if you want to based on your requirements. And yeah, what else? Let me just go back to my list. That's different revisions. Okay. And okay, ACD template. So maybe this is the last demo that I will do. Actually, this is not a demo. I just want to introduce this ACD command. So you can go to this. You can check this page. So if you to know the how you will install that, there's an instruction here. What I want to show you is the different templates that you can start working with. So in ACD, I already installed the ACD here, so I can have this template list where I can check all the templates. Or inside your Visual Studio Code, you can just Control Shift P to open this, and just click Azure CLI and select different templates. And you can check all the existing templates that you here. You can search function app or ACA with Dapper. Let's just try this Dapper. And ah, I'm inside this folder. But yeah, you can play around with this ACD or Azure Developer CLI. And yeah, this is a very helpful tool when developing something inside Azure space or environment or ecosystem. And yeah, I think that's all for my demo. Wait, let me just try once more. Sorry, can't get this. Yeah, should be working, but mm, B7, B739, B2, B6. If this will not work, yeah, let's call it a day. Okay, so it's still not working, but yeah, you can just check my YouTube channel, and I have this video where you can just where you can check how I did it. Um, Copy. Yeah, just go to my YouTube channel, and I have this. So this is what will happen there. You can just visit my YouTube channel if you're from if you are interested. But this is what will happen. Mm, I just push that code. Let me just skip it. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's all for my demo. So like what I've said, you can just visit my YouTube channel and video for that one. And I'm done. Thank you
Yeah,
guys
thank you,
for listening.
Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. It's very interesting. Thank you for your presentation.
Uh,
It was very cool. And if any questions, all participants can ask in the comment. I will share you. And please, actually, if you missed this session, we will upload the record of this event on our YouTube channel. And actually, if you have any question, you can connect with Ryan in LinkedIn, YouTube, also ask your question. Yeah,
mm,
thank you again, Ryan. I think there is no question in the chat. Yeah, we
mm.
can finish this live.
Okay. Okay, yeah, thank you everyone for for watching me. The demo
Yeah,
doesn't really went well, but yeah, but I hope I shared some information, good information
yeah,
about this Azure Container Apps. That's all.
nice. That's nice. Thank you again. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.